Welcome to Leading Edge 120. You're joining Greg Moran and Maureen Metcalf. And Greg, this week's topic is you just got promoted and now you quit. What's going on?
Yeah, it comes from an article in the Wall Street Journal that done some analysis on this topic. And it turns out that people who've just been promoted quit their jobs at a slightly higher rate than the norm. And so they kind of dug into that. And there's a couple of explanations that I think are, from a leadership perspective, worth thinking through. The first is that when somebody's been promoted, they now recognize that they have specific value in the market. And it's not that uncommon for somebody to kind of take that newfound promotion out for a stroll and see what it's worth in the market. And that can just happen speculatively because people kind of, are feeling their oats a little bit and they're confident. The other one that I think is maybe more important from a leadership perspective is when somebody's been promoted because the company responded to their desire to be promoted, like they had to ask for it. Oftentimes they've already had some lines in the water or some irons in the fire because they're wondering why their potential hasn't been recognized. And so if they've been promoted because they asked, then it becomes kind of, So my advice would be, as a leader, be proactive. If somebody has the potential, get ahead of the curve a little bit. Don't wait till they're beyond the potential. Promote them when they're almost ready. And then follow that up with investment to make sure they're successful in the role.
Beautiful. And there was one other story this week that we want to highlight.
Yeah, I just think it's an interesting moment in time. I noticed the other day that the two leading candidates from the two primary parties in Mexico for the presidency are both women. And I'm unaware of that happening, certainly on our continent. And so I think it's a moment worth noticing. And it's great to see that in Mexico, which is not exactly a country with a long history of treating women equally, now believes that the two best possible leaders for their country are both women.